Hi everyone, it's Kieran here at Magical Traveller. I hope you're having a great day. And what I just thought I'd do, I was in the middle of writing a blog post about this, and I just thought I'd go live instead and chat about it. You have to forgive me, I am on the tail end of a cold, so I've been working this week, but I've been kind of trying to relax and recover a little bit because I think I may have possibly caught COVID, or I've got a very, very serious man flu. And I know everyone says men and flu, they don't do very well with them, but I've been struggling this past week. But the exciting news is we have a really, really good, exciting update from Universal Orlando now. We've all been waiting for this one for a while, and I'm just going to play the video so you can kind of see what their announcement is, and then we'll have a bit of a chat about what that means for holidays if you are looking to book a holiday to Universal Orlando next year, because there's a lot of information and a lot of kind of confusion around how this is going to work anyway. But we have the opening date for Epic Universe, so let's go have a little look when it is. Let me get rid of me if I can work out how to do this. I couldn't work out how to put myself back in then as well. Sorry, I will get better at this eventually. But there you have it. The exciting news is, I'm not sure if the sound worked on that video or not, but you can go watch that on kind of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is everywhere at the moment. They've put that video out everywhere. But that is the exciting news now that we finally have an opening date for Epic Universe. And the key date is it's going to be open. And I was willing to put money on May, because I was pretty confident. Where's it gone? There we go. Starting May 22nd. I was willing to put money on May 22nd or May next year, just because that's what all the initial rumors were. And it's always a really good time to kind of get ahead of the peak summer season for those who like to go to Florida and do their holidays. So I think it gives them a good couple of months to kind of open the park, get the PR, the media out of the way, and then basically hit the summer season then kind of ready for kind of all the American tourists, but then also the international tourists like the UK guys who like to go over kind of in the late July into September period. So I think it's a really exciting time to have an opening date for Epic Universe. We're going to have all those new fantastic worlds to explore, and kind of a new theme park to explore in Orlando, which is the first time in over 10 years now that we've had a new theme park in the Orlando area, even of this caliber. I think we were chatting on the podcast just the other day that I think it's been almost over 20 years since a major headline theme park by Universal or Disney has opened in the area. So, few things to be aware of. The theme park does open from May 22nd. However, the big thing is there is no way to book a ticket for just Epic Universe. This is the biggest question I've been asked. And we've been told an answer, but it wasn't official at the time when we were told it. So I didn't want to kind of go around chatting it to everybody in case they changed their minds. But Universal have officially explained, I've heard this twice in the last month now, and it's been announced today as well. So from launch, when Epic Universe opens, there will be no way to go to Orlando. Even if you buy the local tickets in America, you will not be able to buy a one-day Epic Universe ticket for the park. What you'll have to do is, if you want to buy the American ticket, you'll have to buy a multi-park, multi-day ticket, typically 3 days or more. And then that will include one day and only one day that you can go into Epic Universe on those tickets. That's if you are willing to kind of buy your tickets on the day when you go to Epic Universe, when you go to Orlando, sorry, and you go to the gate and you want to buy a multi-day, multi-park Universal ticket. Now, for those people who maybe travel from the UK and you're used to the UK tickets, we have the 14-day Explorer ticket. Now, what Universal have told us is going to happen, there is going to be a new dated version of the Universal Explorer ticket next year that will include Epic Universe, but it will not be unlimited 14 days access to Epic Universe. What's going to happen is, much like the American ticket, it will include 1 day out of the 14 days that you can go to Epic Universe. Now, I know that seems like a bit of an unfair deal that the Americans get to buy a 3-day ticket and get to go 1 day, and we've got to buy a 14-day ticket. But price-wise, they are very close to each other in price, basically. So the 14-day UK ticket is usually a better option because you're getting those 14 days access to the park. So if you're going for 7, 14, 21 days, that ticket will give you those 14 days to the existing theme parks, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios and Volcano Bay, and then you will basically be able to have 1 day that you get to choose. They haven't said yet whether they're going to introduce kind of like the Disney did, where they had you had to book a slot. They're just saying it'll be you can choose 1 day on your 14-day ticket and go. Obviously, it's going to be depending on capacity, so possibly there are chances they could sell out, and they may close the park to day guests, but we'll have to wait and see. Universal have told us, basically, I was literally at an event 2 days ago where Universal were telling us they're kind of waiting and seeing what the demand's going to be like. They're expecting to be incredibly high just because of the initial interest type of thing. But until they build it and they open it, they don't really know how busy and how popular it's going to be. So they don't want to go out there and say they're definitely going to go to kind of you have to book a reservation to go and all that type of stuff. They're just kind of going to go definitely over those 14 days. They're confident they can fulfill everyone's demand who are interested. But to make it fair for as many people as possible to go, they are limiting it so that you have to buy a multi-day local ticket in the US or the 14-day Explorer ticket with 1 day access to Epic Universe. What we were told was going to happen is if you currently have tickets booked now to travel next year, then you won't be able to use the current ticket. So you've got a choice to make, basically. You can either keep your current tickets active and just go to just the two original theme parks and Volcano Bay. Or what you can do, and they said they're looking into ways to add an upgrade pathway, or if you work with people like us, what we can do basically is behind the scenes, we upgrade your ticket. Technically, we cancel your old ticket and we purchase the new dated ticket for the date you're going to go. So where they mentioned dated tickets, if you're used to kind of the way Walt Disney will do it and how Universal now do it, there will be seasons, basically. So it depends on when you want to go. The price may be a little bit higher, a little bit lower type of thing. Typically, September is an off-peak season, so it's a really good time for kind of Brits to go to America. But will have different prices depending on when you're going to go, basically. But you have to have a dated ticket so they know from their forecast and they can plan that over those 14 days, basically, that window. You are likely to want to go to Epic Universe at least one of those days. So we'll be in touch with our customers who have that situation just to kind of go through their options when they go on sale. And that's what the date was at the end of this video. If I can scrub to where it was. That's what that date's referring to, basically. So from October 22nd this year, you can actually start then making reservations for Grand Helios, or the Helios Grand Hotel. Sorry, I always get it the wrong way around. So you can start booking the hotel that is inside Epic Universe. Again, at the moment, there's no word on whether or not that includes guaranteed entry. Everything I've heard now has said, no, it will not include guaranteed entry. You just have your dedicated entrance into Epic Universe if you book into the Helios Grand. But from that date onwards is when you can buy the new Explorer ticket for 2025. That will include 1 day's entry into Epic Universe. And then as well, for those people who are looking to buy the American-sided tickets, if you maybe only want to book a 3-day pass and then have 1 day at Epic Universe, then that'll be the date onwards that you can do that as well. Now, we are already selling package holidays, so we've booked people as far up until next Christmas. So we've got people currently going and staying in Universal next December. They're doing a Universal Disney stay, so we have people as far out as that. So if you are somebody who wants to kind of book now that we have an opening date, then we can look at that for you, basically. But like I say, we won't be able to add on the Epic Universe option tickets, and we won't know the prices of them until they go live on the 22nd. And knowing how these things sometimes work, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the IT doesn't quite work with our suppliers. So just bear with us a little bit in the early days as we kind of let things settle down as things come out. But we are selling packages, and we are an independent tour operator. So if you are interested in going and you want to do maybe a split stay, so you want to do a villa and then Universal for a couple of nights, or you want to do Disney and Universal, or you want to do one of the Orlando theme parks and then go off and do a cruise, like we do a lot of kind of Disney breaks, so people will stay in a Disney hotel or a nearby Disney and then go off and do a Royal Caribbean cruise or something like that. We can totally do that for you. We are a full service kind of independent agents, and we bespoke package all our tours in-house, which means we have access to tour operator rates, which means we're really competitive against the likes of Virgin Atlantic Holidays, BA Holidays, all the names that you may know about online, and who are, you know, the go-tos for Orlando. We can very, very often find packages that are either the same price or sometimes less, or if we can't, we'll offer extra value in them for you as well. well. But anyway, guys, that's the main thing anyway I just wanted to get onto, is just to have a bit of a chat. Epic Universe is opening May 22nd, 2025, and it will be available for you to book your packages if you did want to stay in the Helios Grand Hotel, or to purchase your Explorer tickets as well that include access to Epic Universe from October 22nd. Again, the key takeaway is, regardless of which ticket you buy, for at least the first 6 months, we've been told, possibly right the way through to the end of 2025, Universal is saying that the tickets are likely to work this way, that they will only include a one-day ticket, a one-day entry. What they may do, what they've alluded to, is they may then look to maybe up that. So possibly they may add 2 days on a ticket, or 3 days, depending on the ticket you buy. But the key message is definitely, for at least the first year, if you want to go visit Epic Universe, you do have to buy a multi-day ticket, and you will only have one-day entry into Epic Universe. If anyone is ever interested in booking with us, then I'll pop up our details on the screen in a second. So you can find all our details on our website, which is magical-traveler.com. I'm planning to have a Universal landing page live by the end of the month. It's just things keep getting in my way. Like, I've got this cold now, and I've just been really struggling to keep up with work with this cold. But I'm planning to have a Universal landing page live ASAP. And then also, if you want to get in touch with me, drop me an email. It's Kieran@magical-traveler.com. Or you can WhatsApp me using this number. So just go into WhatsApp, type in this number and save it as Magical Traveler, and you can drop me a WhatsApp message anytime. That's usually our preferred method, just because it's easier for us to pick it up for you and get back to you with kind of little comments and add-ons, things like that. The good thing with us as being an independent agent as well is, once you do book with us, we are on the end of WhatsApp for you anytime. So if you're just kind of asking random questions, it could even be when you are in resort and you're just kind of like, the wait time on this attraction is however long, is it worth the wait? Then I'm usually always kind of sat on my phone or on my laptop, and I can usually reply to people. We offer a full planning service as well, so kind of with help on planning dining, where to go, recommendations, all that type of stuff. I've been to Florida and been to the Orlando theme parks over 30 plus times, so I know the resorts incredibly well. So if you are looking for somebody who can kind of just offer you a bit more of a one-to-one support service with booking your Orlando holidays, again, I would love to help you. Anyway, guys, that was a cold, flu-filled update on the exciting launch, the fact that Epic Universe is opening May 22nd next year. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat below, and I'd love to come back to you and answer your questions anytime I can. All the best. I'll see you soon. Bye.